All right, so this election season, Donald Trump is going after the black vote unlike any Republican candidate that I have personally ever seen. I mean, he's gone to places like Harlem, the South Bronx, where, by the way, he was greeted with cheers. Yesterday, he went to the NABJ, the conference there, and while there was some hostility on stage, I think overall he was greeted pretty warmly. Now, people that know me know I'm very afraid for the overall direction of America, and I'm very afraid in particular for what's happening with black America. I'm a solutions-oriented person, so I'm very frustrated because we can't get solutions without honest dialogue. So instead of like this continual ridiculing of Trump for talking about black jobs, we should acknowledge the employment situation. I want to bring up something for you. McKinsey, top consulting firm in the world. They say 45% of black private sector workers work in just 3 industries, folks: accommodation, retail, and frontline services. And the vast majority of those pay less than $30,000 a year. On average, in fact, the highest paying industry for black workers is transportation, and that ranges from $40,000 to $70,000. Black workers do not live in places where we're seeing the fastest job opportunities, like Provo, Utah. And yes, illegal immigrants are willing to work for less, put in more time, never complain to take away even those lowest paying jobs. So the real issue, however, is why are black Americans stuck in this position for so long, and how do we ever fix it? I want to bring in now Jack Brewer, Foundation founder and commissioner of the Federal Commission on the Social Status of Black Men and Black Boys. Jack Brewer. Jack, you know, I just get so tired of the media always focusing on the gotcha moments with President Trump instead of what's hurting America. This is an honest to goodness situation that's getting worse.
It's getting so much worse. And when you start talking about what really affects the black job, we know what the black jobs are. I grew up with a dad who ran a small asphalt business, and I saw him get ravaged from illegal immigration. He got outpriced. Yeah. He couldn't stay up with the prices. I look at the prisons that I serve in, Charles. You know, there's over 3 million black men that's been impacted by the criminal justice system. So these black men only have a select amount of jobs that they can actually do. And you saw the numbers. Yeah, they can make $70,000 if they get their CDL license. But a lot of times they're not even able to do that because they're restricted. Right. And so you go into the black community, we see what's actually going on and what's happening. But when we have people on the left that want to deflect from talking about the real issues because they want to race bait and they want to find and strike emotions into people so that they don't even listen to the real solutions. We are cannibalizing ourselves, and we must stop it.
I remember maybe 15 years ago, Alabama was going to put in the most stringent illegal immigration policies ever. And, you know, the day before, no one showed up at the catfish farms and so many other places, so they rescinded it, right? And these are jobs that the local community, those folks rely on. But my thing, though, Jack, is how do we make sure that people don't have to rely on those jobs in the first place? Because I see the real problem here. Watered down educations, you know, the expectations that the black folks can't do these jobs. And by the way, these are people that black people vote for. They have no confidence in them. They're not providing them not free housing. I'm talking about giving your kid tough curriculum in kindergarten.
No doubt we have to. There's no reason that my black kid gets to go to a private school and the other kids in the communities that are underserved don't. We spend enough money in our education system. Some places are spending $11,000, $12,000, $13,000 per kid in some areas for public school education. These kids should be able to get a higher level of education. We should push for school choice. But I'll tell you another thing. The institutions that are running, we got to stop with all of this DEI nonsense because we are not even incentivizing the companies that are doing the right thing. Charles, I'm on the board of the GEO Group. 63% of our workforce is minority and women. And the public bashes us. And so you have those situations where you have companies that are actually trying to uphold and lift up the black population, but they're being bashed in the community by the left. We have to stop the wokeness, and we have to incentivize people to uplift the underserved communities across America.
Do you see it happening?
You know what? I think it can happen. I think right now, until we start the lens of race, we can't see the world through the lens of race. We have to see the world through the lens of hope, of prosperity. And if we can change that, I think we make a lot of progress.
You know, the irony is that every country has the same exact problems, but they get to talk about it in economic terms. Right? Every time we talk about it, it devolves into racial terms, and then we never come up with solutions.
That's right.
You are a man that's always working on solutions. Man, I'm proud of you.
God bless you, Charles. Thank you for all you do, man.
Thank you very, very much.
The community needs you, and we look up to you. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Jack.